Whoa! Get ready, we're going to count down the top 10 games of the 2000s. Boy, I thought I loved the 90s, growing up in the 90s as a gamer. But I looked at this list in the 2000s, and it's totally fucking loaded. Let's get right into it. Hi, I'm RJ from Game News USA. Sometimes I do top 10 lists. Sometimes I do other things like gaming news. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel. Much appreciated. We gotta jump right into this list. We've covered the 80s. We've covered the 90s. Now we're covering the top 10 games of the 2000s. This covers the time when I was basically turning into a teenager to becoming an adult. Crazy to think that much time has already passed. But it has. And we're going to start off with number 10 on the list, Grand Theft Auto 4. I could have put San Andreas here, but everything San Andreas did, Grand Theft Auto 4 just did it bigger and badder and better. So it had to be number 10 on the list. Next up, number 9. This is a very early 2000s game, but you best believe your ass that I played this a lot, for many years after its release. Mario Party 3. By far the best, still the best Mario Party that's ever existed in this fucking world is Mario Party 3. It's so fun. It took everything the first two games did and made it that much better. The genie in the lamp, all that stuff, the levels, and the fact that you actually had skill involved when it came to the mini games, unlike later Mario Parties. It was worth busting out the old N64 in an era that was different, where you didn't really need the N64 anymore. Number 8 on the list, Mario Kart Wii. Why? Because every Mario Kart is a fucking banger, and Mario Kart Wii is no exception. They added motorbikes for the first time, motorcycles, you know. It was really fun. It had some great courses in there. Obviously, it's not my all-time favorite Mario Kart, but it's still a damn good Mario Kart game. Number 7 on the list, my all-time favorite Halo game, can only get to number 7. And it's not Halo 2. It's not Halo Combat Evolved. It's Halo 3, motherfuckers. Halo 3 is number 7 on my list. Dual wielding. Eat my ass. Dual wielding is still the best, man. And those maps were iconic. The gameplay was amazing. It shined on the Xbox 360. Before Call of Duty took over, Halo 3 was right there as being the pinnacle of first-person shooters right in the 2000s. Number 6 on the list. They remade this game just recently on the Switch, and I still loved it 20 years later. I'm talking about Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. One of the greatest turn-based RPGs of all time. Bar none. No qualifiers there. A 40-hour amazing experience that with great dialogue and level design, characters, memorable moments, boss fights, and abilities as well. Gotta be on the list. Number 5 on the list. This is what shifted me from a Halo guy to a Call of Duty guy for a while. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 in 2009. Coming right at the close of the decade. Modern Warfare 2 came out, and I instantly fell in love. Played the game over 800 fucking hours. Prestiged all the way to the max. Completed every single challenge in the game except like 4 of them. Got every single camo the game had to offer. I couldn't put it down. I remember the maps from that game better than I remember the maps from other Call of Duty games for a reason. It was fun. The perks were overpowered. Nothing was balanced. We didn't care. It was just a blast to play. The pinnacle of all first-person shooters is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 from 2009. Change my mind if you dare. Number 4 on this list, and some of you may be floored to say, how is this not number 1? Hell, it was probably number 1 on my Wii list. I probably have stuff flipped around because my opinion can change. But number 4 is Super Mario Galaxy. The game is amazing. It's an amazing 3D Mario platformer. It usually would get number 1 on a list like this. It gets number 4? How could it only be number 4? That's how awesome the 2000s were. Number 3 on the list, Metroid Prime. I could have put Metroid Prime 2 in there if I wanted. But I went with the original Metroid Prime just for originality's sake. This game took Samus from pretty good 2D style, Metroidvania style game, right? Moved it into 3D exploration. The music, the atmosphere, the enemies, the equipment, the way you found things, the way you progressed through the world. It was truly one of a kind and brand new kind of game, kind of genre that it invented right there in 2002. Number 2 on the list, some of you might poo-poo this. Nuh-uh. Number 2 is Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, my personal favorite Zelda of all time. People literally cried. Grown men cried tears. Tears of happiness when this game was revealed at E3 2004 for a reason. This was Ocarina of Time taken to the next level. Visual upgrade beyond belief from Ocarina of Time while still retaining amazing boss fights, dungeons, atmosphere, adding the wolf element, and an absolutely fucking epic final boss fight that still lives with me to this very day. Number 2 has to be Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. And that brings us to number 1. I could have put in Super Smash Bros. Melee easily. When I was 12 years old, Super Smash Bros. Melee was my life. But you want to know something? There was a game that came along, a sequel to Melee, that deserves number 1 on this spot. It's in the thumbnail. It's the music in the background. I'm talking about Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Yes, I put 300 hours into Melee, but I put 400 hours into Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I had just started college, and I was holding down a job, and in one summer, I still managed to put in 400 hours and completed every single challenge in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, even including intense boss battles, which is the hardest challenge I've ever completed in any video game ever in my life. Even getting the 700 stickers, I made a level creator where I was able to hit sandbags and gather up the stickers like a nerd to eventually get all the stickers I needed. Every challenge completed, all 128 challenges. It had more characters than Melee. It had the special Smash move. It had a level design, a level creation area. Brawl was fucking amazing. I can never forget how great it was. And that is my favorite game of the 2000s, with Melee being 1B, if you will. So guys, that being said, that is my list of top 10 games from the 2000s. What games did you love from the 2000s? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. I hope I brought that high energy to you. And I'll catch you next time. Peace. Have a good one.